Hello everyone, welcome on back to Alma, Missouri. So first things first, I'm just going to bring this flour over to the pizzeria. I did have it, obviously, overnight. Automatically move over. It did move extra into the bakery, so I'll be having to do this quite often. By the way, we have the first pumpkin pies out here. There's surprisingly not much there. There's only 6 pies per pallet, which isn't a ton, but I wasn't really sure how they'd place them on a pallet though either, so my plan would be, since we're kind of screwed on the whole, should be here, right? Yeah. On having extra flour now in the bakery than what we need, I'll probably put it, change it to bread just to make bread, because that's just flour, and we can just use up the rest whenever we get to that point. Won't be right away, but we'll do it at some point. Alright, so yeah, pizzeria's going. Good to see. Always good to see it finally going again. I do need to buy some bags of seeds. Feels like we constantly have to buy seeds, so I'm gonna buy a whole bunch. Buy 12 bags. Should be way more than enough. We have a decent amount of liquid fertilizer sitting around, but I'll buy one more. Actually, I probably should get this going in the one field we have to harvest. It's field 8, I believe that's... We do have field 9 for spraying. Did just now see that, so I'll have to get something in there. It wouldn't have to be done this month, but within either this month or next, we'd have to have it done. So it's not really an immediate thing, but it will need to be done soonish. I did notice, I just got a comment on the video where we bought this, bought the combine and everything. And I made a comment how I wish there was a header with a built-in trailer, like I think Case has some. There is a mod, and I actually had the mod installed. It is way down here. This one. The Flex multi-brand one. It has a built-in trailer. Just this picture didn't show it, so I just assumed. So I won't go and sell this, obviously, because we wouldn't make money on it at this point, but it's nice to know now for future reference. And of course, I'll just have to have this kind of make its own path. The worker kind of just goes whichever direction it feels like going there, so. Alright, so I'll just probably leave this over here for now, and we can obviously empty the harvester as it needs. A fairly big tank, so it should be able to go quite a ways into this field before it needs any assistance for anything with anything. Yeah, it's 20% full from one strip, so it should be a little while. So yeah, well, firstly, I'm going to move this little header trailer. Do that with the gator, actually. Haven't used this thing in so long. But we can get this moved, and I'm going to place it like right in here. Really the only place we got that has a ton of room. It kind of made the most sense there, so. Alright, so let's go. Productions, construction. Alright, so I gotta find it in here first. That's always the tricky part. We just placed it in Survival Challenge. Here it is. Found it pretty quick, actually. Alright, so it goes in, it spawns... Which way does it... Where does it spawn? Okay, I see. It's fairly flat in here. I would assume, like, this would probably be the best bet. I don't want it to obviously, be in the way too much or anything, so I think... Something like this where we can still drive around it on any side. There we go. That'll be something I'll have to load up some, it looks so random. It looks kind of randomly placed, but there is a reason behind it. It's just kind of the main place that fit. But basically, this production, it's a mod. It turns wool or cotton directly into clothes. Let's get 1,000 liters in there and get it started. Now you can see wool or cotton right into clothing. We'll activate that. Obviously, the 1,000 liters aren't going to last long. It's just, oh, hey, heck, it unloaded a bunch there. I placed it at the right spot. It's not going to last very long, but I'll move the rest over probably after recording. I just did the ones so it's doing something at least for now. Alright, so I'm going to just put this here for now. Because we have all 4 of the fields of the plant we'll probably need to fill up at some point. Dang, this thing might actually finish the whole field. With that placement of the semi, I unloaded, what, 7,000 liters into it, so... Well, I'm going to put this stuff back in here. I'm kind of curious on how we're doing for herbicide. If we're doing all right, I can probably start a worker out on that field. And I'm pretty sure I've actually bought arrows now for the case, so I don't really have to worry about which month I do it in, as long as it gets done before harvest, of course. I left the sprayer out here, so it's kind of quite a ways from the main part of the farm. $2,000 liters, that's pretty good. It doesn't look like they're doing too bad of a job. They're going to do a large majority of it without any assistance, hopefully, so they're doing a good job in that sense. Actually, no, they cleared the bottom. Oh, we did a very good job then, outside the one piece that was already kind of expected to be missed by them. Just because of the way they try to... They have to be in a certain line, and the fields don't have a flat edge to them, so it's just kind of how it ends up working. You can kind of see here. It's not a flat edge to this field. I'm going to try something. I'm going to just see if I set them off here, if they're going to have that much, like, left way up there. It'll be a little while until we find out, but... And we'll go back here. So, I think... Obviously, we were talking about getting something else for flour. I don't think we need a ton of it, though. To be very, very frank with that. I'm thinking 2 fields of corn, which will probably be this small field, obviously pretty small, it's not going to be that much, and then this field up here. And then those 2 fields may have some sort of crop that can go to flour. That's the plan. So we can either do what? Sorghum, oats, barley, and wheat. I think they all kind of end up equating to about the same amount, so not too concerned about that. At some point we'll have to get the corn down to... That doesn't have to be brought down immediate, but should be brought down at some point. Obviously, we're still working through all of the oats, so it's not a huge priority. Obviously, the bakery's even still busy. So I'm not gonna worry about it too much. You know, everything that is gonna go to next is already busy with other productions and stuff, so. Well, this field won't take long. Nice and small. I'm honestly not 100% sure why I bought this. I think... Was the plan to eventually plant this into sugar beets? And then I ended up just buying that back field because I was thinking this might not be enough sugar beets if I did just this small field. Which, I mean, to be fair, it may have not have been enough. You know, especially now, obviously, I'm putting a lot of it into the juice factory to do lemonade. Which, funny story on that, I forgot to make it so the lemons automatically moved over. I switched it to lemons, all the greenhouses. I didn't have it automatically move over, so the production was doing nothing overnight. And I just had 3,000 or 4,000 liters of lemons just sitting outside the greenhouses. I was just like, oh, dang it, I forgot to do that. I knew I needed to do something. I got all those moved over now. That should be producing some lemonade here shortly. Obviously, again, we're not working in the canola field. We should be back, if all goes to plan, maybe next month. I think that would, yeah, that'd probably be about right. Because we'll have... We'll have a bunch of fields to spray, but we won't have any harvests going on. Oh, fall grain take. I didn't even see it hit 80%, I'll be honest. And I guess we'll have one field to plant, which, I mean, doesn't need to be planted right away. We could just focus heavy into getting the canola field as done as possible. That is coming up for a high price. I think it's November when canola is high. So that might be a thought to do something like that. You know, we can still spray the fields because that doesn't take very long. That's something a worker can do a lot of it too. This isn't gonna be a ton of soybeans. It's not a huge field. It's not, you know, the biggest field we have. It's a fairly good soil for the field. It's not the best one we got. Now, after this, you should be able to finish, though. Then you can get back to planting. And I'm sure we might have some to clean up for spraying, but not that much. It's probably getting almost full. Or almost empty. There we go. And now it should be good the rest of the way easily. Alright. Now we can hop back into here and we can focus on that field next, and then we can head down the road a little bit and do those two. I'm thinking I might do sorghum flour. Really doesn't matter. And that would be... Ooh, I've never seen that texture before. Yes, I've never seen that texture. Till this very moment. It's just... It shows the actual, like, leftover pieces of the corn. It's planting everything, right? I don't need to worry about that. Looks to be planting. All that's working, just, yeah, that's weird. Maybe you're technically not supposed to plant twice of the same crop of, like, corn in there, and that's why it's showing a different texture. Although I'm pretty sure I did that in the past, I've never seen it. So, I don't know, it's just a weird texture. Something different. Well, I think I'll probably go ahead and start with time lapse. We can probably finish up planting for this field and go and get started in those two others. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Too shy to call you alive when you said you need me. In a week from now, I'll be trying not to call you. Talking myself down, explaining that there's no use. Ooh, I'm gonna hurt myself, trying to love you. You're gonna hurt me too, kiss and tell me to go soon. You're gonna hurt me too. Upset eyes, looking so pathetic. My anxiety sounded scraping against my necklace. In an hour from now, I'll be trying not to call you. Alright, I'm just finishing up this field. Couple more strips left, not too much though. I probably should actually stop. I need to check on the workers. Okay, this one is good. Well, mostly done. And this one is mostly done. I'll check on the map how they did. The sprayer. They missed a very, very small tiny bit on the bottom, but honestly, that's fine. I'm calling that good enough. I think that might be the play in the future when I'm setting up like sprayers and stuff. I could just have it hang halfway over on the side of the field, and maybe maybe it'll actually not have to be fixed later by me. Ideally, of course. Yeah, not a ton left here. This isn't a huge field, it's very just long. That will be the way to put it. It's just long. I think a sorghum would fit in here fine. I'm a little bit concerned. It was a tight fit getting this planter through there, so I'm not sure how the header's gonna go. The class. Possible this might just be a job for the case. I think it would fit in here perfect for that. Oh, I thought I could make that turn. But we just gotta get these. Oh, I I turned it off. I gotta get these remaining bits here, and then we can go and get the harvesting finished. It should only be, you know, a handful of spots that were missed from the worker. There's probably not going to be a ton, mainly just on the one side, which is kind of expected. And the spraying should be completely done, I would think, at this point. It wasn't a ton left when I moved it back. I would think it'd be done by now. I'm assuming that's what it meant when I said it was done. I'm assuming the whole field is actually done, not just decided to stop in the middle or something. Alright, so this is the last piece here. And we can hop over, finish the harvesting. Shouldn't be a ton left there. Should be good. And we'll have... well, this will have to move down to that field next. And then we'd have a bunch of spraying, obviously, next month. We'd have all four... oh, yeah, all four of the fields will need it. And I may not... will I spray them right away? I probably should. I really do want to put a huge priority on doing the canola field, though. I want to try to get as much of that done in a month as we can. Because we don't have any harvest coming up for a couple of months now, I think. Not sure. We have that other fairly decent sized field right next to the main farm there that might be coming soon. Can check on that. Well, they did not. They did not get the whole thing. That is probably 2 months out. Stopped again. Stopped again. Yeah, that's pretty soon, but I don't know if it'll be next month though. Well, it won't be next month. Probably the month after. The goal will be to get a lot of that canola field done. I don't know if it would happen though. There is a lot to go through still. That field is very, very big. Like, we had the class in there for almost an entire month. And we hardly made a dent into that thing. We didn't even make it all the way down one of the like, legs. Like, yeah, we didn't make it all the way down this section. I think we can easily finish this piece. I might put, like, maybe we put the case on it. And then, yeah. I don't think we could do it in a month. I really don't. It looks like it got it all on the top, so we're just missing probably this piece and the other section over there. Not a ton. Because I don't see any mist up here or down here. Can go over there and get it. Probably just be a header width. Won't be a ton. But yeah, with that, get that canola field, it's going to be months. I think we can get it. We can make a pretty large dent in it next time, but I don't think it'll be done. We could probably get either both of the, like, legs done, or we could do the larger section for certain. It's gonna be more than one header width. I keep calling these the legs, by the way. Honestly, I don't know if we could finish this whole leg. It's quite a long strips. Maybe. I don't know. Maybe I'll let the class go up here. Those are the longer sections. It's probably would be best because it is obviously the largest grain tank on it, and it would be the largest header. Then maybe the case and the class will finish around the same time. Then we'll just kind of, set one off down on this end and one on the other end off, and let them meet in the middle. I think it definitely is a priority to get it done, though, before November, when it is a higher price. But we will have the semi-trailer available. And I'll probably have the John Deere out there with the other trailer. Just so we have as much grain capacity out there as we can. Is a little piece missed? No. Just a different texture. Just this is not covered with the discharge. It just makes it look almost from a distance that it hasn't been harvested. Even though it 100% is. Let's go and grab this piece down here. Let's see what we end up with. Obviously, this is going to be sitting in the silos for almost a year, 10 months. So, it'll be a little while until this will be sold. 34,000 liters, so not too bad. But yeah, that is about everything for today. So thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.